Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Christyn's Crochet Corner. We're on episode 27. We're on episode 27, and today I am feeling a little bit blue. I'm not really my usual peppy self today for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's the weather. It was so gray and gloomy. Maybe it's the time change. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm not myself today, and it feels ugly. I've actually felt like this for the past 2 days, so I wasn't going to record a video, but you guys always make me feel better, and you always help me be in a better mood, and I really appreciate y'all's friendship. So please forgive me if I'm not like super peppy and super like bubbly today. I'm really trying hard, but like I said, I'm not feeling myself. I'm not sick, like I'm not physically sick. I don't feel myself today. So I just wanted to come on here because this is my life. This is me. These are the things that I struggle with. These are the things that I push past. Anxiety and depression are a very real thing. Mental illnesses are very real, and they do need to be addressed. And as a crochet community, I love that we come together and we help each other out, and we're able to lean on each other. So I want to thank y'all for always being there for me, always helping me out. I want to thank all my over 200 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I didn't want to do a giveaway for 200 subscribers because it is the season of giving. So I wanted to do a giveaway around Thanksgiving and then Christmas time. I'm not sure which one, if I'm going to do both or if I'm going to just do one together. So I'm going to talk with my significant other, and we're going to see what we can cook up. He's sitting right here. What we can cook up for the giveaway, for the holiday giveaway, because we love to give away. So anyways, I also would like to welcome the new subbies who are joining the show. Welcome. Hats off. I hope that y'all are taking something from the show. I want to remind you before we begin to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Commenting is important. Not for anything other than the fact that I love to hear from y'all. Y'all guys are my friends. I love to hear what y'all think, what y'all have to say, what y'all are feeling in y'all's heart. Right now, some of our top commenters, Susan, thank you so much for commenting. I love to make bonds with the subscribers. I love to make bonds. So Susan, thank you so much. Susan from New Hampshire, thank you so much for always commenting. I feel like we're getting closer and closer. Megan, thank you so much for commenting, Megan. I feel like I love to feel close to my subscribers. This channel is not for publicity. This channel is not for making money. This channel is to make friends and to connect with other crocheters, to connect with other people around the world, and share the love, share the crochet love, as y'all know. Like I said, my life is very real. I'm not just someone on camera that comes on once a week and talks about crochet and yarn, and that's it. Like, poof, I'm gone. My life is very real, and I do struggle. I do struggle with everyday things like everyday people do. I am a mother, so I do struggle with putting myself first sometimes, and depression is a very real thing for me. I do not claim that over my life, but it is, I would say, like a hurdle that I have to overcome on a daily basis. Sometimes I have really good days and sometimes I have really bad days. So I haven't been depressed. It's just I get a little bit sad every now and then. These past 2 days I've been very sad, very under the weather. I kind of don't want to get out of bed. I kind of don't want to talk to anybody or do anything. I just want to sleep all day. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's because I just feel like there's a cloud over me and I don't want to do anything. And it's just so sad. I just feel so sad all the time. So because of that, I've kind of been like in a crojo. I lost my crojo, and I haven't really been crocheting anything, you guys. And that makes me even more sad because I'll pick up my hook and I'm like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to do anything. It's just, there's no enthusiasm to do anything. So please, you guys, if you are going through the same thing as me, I want y'all to keep y'all's head up, to keep going. Even if you haven't lost your crojo, even if you're still crocheting and you're still going and going and going, but you still kind of feel sad and lonely inside, take some time for yourself and, you know, self-love, and throw yourself into the people that love you the most. My biggest supporter is my husband and my brother. They are my two main people that I lean on, especially more my husband, because obviously I live with him and he's always there for me. My husband's like my best friend, and my brother is, he's my best friend, but in a different way. He's like, we're friends, but on a deeper level, more than like regular friends. We're really, I really lean on him more times than not. And him and my husband and my brother are my two big supporters, not only on the show, but in life in general. So I like to throw myself into my family, and just receive lots of love. My husband is the one who understands me the most. Sometimes it's a friend. Sometimes it's a crochet friend that lives far, 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 far away from you, but nonetheless is still a friend. So you guys, if you're feeling like me, because I know I'm not the only one out there dealing with these problems, if you are feeling like me, I want to encourage you not to give up. I know it's hard. I can give advice all day, and at the end of the day, my husband knows it's hard for me to take even my own advice. But don't give up. Don't go into the deep end, and don't start thinking all these thoughts. You're worth it. Every breath that you take is a wonderful, wonderful gift. And depression is just, it's a lie. So take that lie and throw it out, cast it out, and don't even think about it. I know it's really hard to do, to get that courage to take that first step of happiness, but it is possible. It is possible, because I do it, and most days are really, really good, but some days I do have some bad days. Like I said, I haven't been crocheting much, but I do have a Christyn's quick tip. I have a quick tip for y'all today. So you know me and the Dollar Tree. 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 I love the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. If the Dollar Tree were a person, I think I would adopt him or her. I love the Dollar Tree. I went to the Dollar Tree to get like scrubbies, like to wash dishes. And I went in for one thing. I ended up getting like 6 or 7 things. That was me holding back. But I found these really cute little tote bags. Totes my goats. How cute. And it says, "You grow, girl." I thought that was so me, right? Isn't that so me? It's a plant. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a plant, and it says, "You grow, girl. You grow, girl." And well, I figured you can make your own. But with the holidays fastly approaching, I am whipping away, making a bunch of holiday gifts. So I don't have time to whip up myself an on-the-go yarn bag. This holds about 1 to 2 skeins of yarn. As you can see, I have my 1 skein of yarn in here, and my project, and my hook and scissors and whatnot. Where did you go, Chris? Here I am. But previously, I showed y'all these little, Christyn's quick tip was these little pencil pouches. You can throw yourself your hook. If you buy like 6 of them, you can have, you know, your hook, your scissors, your measuring tape, and your yarn needle, and throw it in your bag. Now this I like because I can hold it. Now if you're on a bus or a train or a trailer, I don't know, somewhere where you're standing, or a park, you're standing and you're watching your kids, you can actually have your project, have your skeiny inside. And let me take out my hook so I can demonstrate properly. There we go. And you can be talking to your son or daughter or your friend or whatever, and you're crocheting. And look, you have your yarn. Oops. You have your yarn in there, and your yarn doesn't get messy, and you can be just, I'm not crocheting, but You can be going crazy crocheting, and you can be yelling at your kids. You can be yelling at your husband. You can be talking or, you know, drinking a coffee. I mean, there's so many things that you can do right now with these little baggies. And the best part, they're only $1. They do come in various sizes. So they come in this tiny bag, like this thin size right here. I thought this was pretty thin. This only fits about 2 skeins of yarn. It's not very big. And then they come in a wider, it's like a wider, shorter bag. So this is like a tall, thin bag. They are reusable, so save the earth, green is life. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I don't know if your personal Dollar Tree has these bags, but if you do find them, you could also, yes, hold on. You can also use yarn, wine bags, like the little gift bags of wine that you can give the wine in. You can use that. I'm sure you can buy those at your Dollar Tree. So those will hold about 1 skein of yarn and maybe like a small project. But I wanted to show y'all, okay, of course we all know the hats that I'm making for the homeless. I took this same pattern and what am I doing? I did this to it. Like I fluffed it up a little bit. I started making this today because I was a little bit sad and I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to get my Crojo back. And I just jumped into a project and it took me forever, I feel. But my dad had requested a hat. So I'm going to take this hat off and you're going to see my crazy hat hairs. Ooh, look at that. Wild. It's winter. I don't need to brush my hair. So, and I made this hat. Now, you're like, Chris, what is the difference between these 2 hats? Well, oops, that's the wrong side. Well, as you can see, I added like a little bit of texture right here. It actually keeps the hat, oh, I can't see you. It keeps the hat more secure on your head because it is a little tighter on the head. So I really liked, as you can see, I don't know if you can see very well, the little textures that I had. So these are the regular double crochet. And this right here is a front post double crochet. So I just did front post double crochet, regular double crochet, front post double crochet, you know, the regular ribbing. And then on the bottom, I just did what the pattern called for. But yeah, guys, I just kind of made it look a little bit more pretty. Just because I wanted to do something different. My dad had asked me to make him. He saw the hat that I made for the Peanut Festival. I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. But it's this color. It's like a purpley color. My favorite color is purple. So it's like a purpley color, but I just added this little brim. He requested one for him and his wife. And his wife, I'm going to make him a red one, but I'm going to add, instead of the brim, because I feel like this is more like a manly touch, I'm going to add a pom-pom, because I feel like that's more of like a feminine touch. And I feel like that would be like a cuter, like, I don't know. That's what I feel. That's how I see things. We all see things differently. But it's still attached to my ball, my yarn ball, because if he doesn't like it, I was just going to rip it out real quick and do the regular double crochet stitch. So, but it actually looks very nice in the light. I didn't think that y'all were going to be able to see it. Look at that. So I thought it was a very nice little touch. Touch, touch, touch. So I'm working on that. I'm still trying to sew my toppers to my these. I haven't even sent them to my aunt yet. Girl, don't even get me started on that. Ugh. I am so far behind on a lot of things. But I did start working on that hippopotamus, for my niece for Christmas. I got a little bit frustrated with the amigurumi because I sewed on the arms wrong, you guys. Womp womp. So his head does not match his arms. His arms are like this and his head is like that. He's like, Weird, but, or she. So this is as far as I got. Usually what I'll do, okay, Christyn's quick tip, another quick tip. Before you sew things on, sew the head on. And then when you're doing amigurumi, avi, you don't finish off. So you sew on whatever you're sewing. And then you don't tie it off. You leave it like that, because if you don't like it, you can just quickly take it apart and fix it the way you want it to be fixed. So in the pattern, his arms are kind of in the front, and I didn't like that. I wanted the arms kind of like at a side. And this is his nose hanging off because I didn't like the way his nose, so I'm gonna peel it off and put it more towards the center like that. So this design is by Sarah Zimmerman by Repeat. You guys, what is going on? By Repeat Crafter Me. And this is the hippopotamus. I'm missing the legs, the ears, and one nostril. I have the nostril in here. So I have some of my parts in there. And I'm just using, I wanted a pink hippopotamus for her. I'm using the Color Pretty in Pink Red Hearts. Found at my local Walmart. And it's coming out okay, other than the fact the arms and the head are not aligned. But you guys, it's so cute. I really enjoyed making this pattern. It was very easy. I don't like that the head is real wobbly. But I tried, I didn't know, this is the first time I'm making this project. I should have stuffed it more on the neck area. So I'm not an amigurumi master, but you know, you live and you learn. You're making things, and I'm trying to set her right somewhere right here, but so put her up. Today I wanted to talk to you really quickly about when I first started crocheting, because I know we have a lot of knitters who watch the show who are going to start crocheting. I wanted to share with you some tips on things that I wish someone would have told me or would have taught me when I first started crocheting. So one thing that I wish somebody would have told me is, one, I'm going to share two things with you, and next week we'll talk about, we'll kind of talk about this for the next maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But quickly, I just want to tell you, one is seating, how you're seated. So you want to be consistent throughout your whole project. Obviously, you don't want to have stitches that are this big and then like this big and then this. You want to have a consistent stitch around all your whole project. And a lot of that has to do with how you are seated. So if I'm seated with my shoulders back and my spine aligned and I have my head up, you know, you're going to be able to see your stitch very well. And you're going to be able to, you know, have a good consistent stitch. And you're going to stitch consistently. But if you are started like this and then you kind of hunch and then, you know, you've got a chair that's real comfy and you're just sitting like this and then you get up and you're, you know, you want to have a consistent seat, my opinion, because the way I crochet, I don't know if everybody's like this, but the way I'm seated actually changes the consistency of my stitches. Also, the chair that you choose. If you're sitting upright in bed, your back tends to not be supported, and you start to kind of slouch, your back will start to hurt, and that gives you less time to work on your project, because you say, oh, my back really hurts, I kind of don't want to work on this project anymore, and you kind of just put it away, and that's actually less time. If you have a really good chair with a really good back, the longer you are to work on one project, the longer you are to finish, the better chance you have to finish a project, versus you being very uncomfortable in a chair quite like this. Okay, this isn't a bad chair to be in, but I kind of sink in the chair. What I noticed, one of the better places that I like to crochet is in like a computer chair. It's very comfortable, it's very sturdy, and the back is very straight, and I am able to consistently stitch, and I notice that I am able to crochet longer. Also, if you have like a little pillow to support your back, not one like this, I would suggest a longer pillow. I mean, we're crocheters. Crochet yourself a long, skinny pillow. So it could be like a pillow about this big, this long, and go ahead and crochet yourself a nice little, you can make it really simple. You can make it really fancy. You can make it a single crochet. You can make it out of a really pretty puff stitch, popcorn stitch, whatever, you know, the sky's the limit. But really comfortability and how you sit, how your back is aligned is a really big deal. And these are things that nobody showed me. These are things that nobody told me. Even seasoned crocheters can tell you where you sit and how you sit is very important on how consistent your stitching is. So if you are going to do things for that you're going to sell, for instance, if you are making things for craft, it's kind of not important. Like if you're making a small amigurumi that takes you like 30 minutes, 20 minutes tops, a hat. But if you're making like a quilt that you're going to sell, things you're going to sell at the fair, things that somebody came to you and requested, and you really want to have a nice presentation on your crochet, craft, on your project. Really, these little things that don't really matter do matter. So for instance, where you're sitting. Also, number 2 is your lighting. It is very, very important to have good lighting wherever you are crocheting. So if you're crocheting in the dark with dark yarn, one, that's impossible for me because I can't see squat. So I do need very good lighting. So for instance, this is very good lighting right here. I don't have them with me, they're up there. I do have lit, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but they're like LED light crochet hooks. And I do have those. I do use those when I'm working with dark yarns. For instance, really dark, deep reds, dark greens, browns, blacks. My eyes need all the help they can get. They're very weak little eyes that I have. And so I need all the help I can get. Also, one thing that I want to recommend, I have it here, my handy dandy, boop, neck light. My neck light is with me everywhere. I take it in the car. I'll use it even here when my husband's asleep. I crochet in the dark and there we go. So it's got 3 different settings and then off. So I'm usually right here if it's really dark. If it's kind of light, the brighter it is, obviously the brighter I'm gonna have it. But my neck light is always very close to me. My dear crochet friend, lighting is very important because you're able to see your stitches and where each stitch is, to see if you're not yanking on your stitches, if your stitches are all equally even, to see that the consistency of the stitch is equivalent throughout the whole project, to see that each stitch is in the right place, is in the right order. Because once you're doing, for me, I feel like once I start a project and I get it in my head and I think, okay, I got this, I got the rhythm, I start to mess up. And if I can't see it, then I'm almost done and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta frog this whole thing. So I have to frog it from the very beginning, and that's a pain. Yes, baby. Okay, puppy, give me 1 second. So I really recommend neck lights. I bought this neck light off of Amazon. Yes, baby. Huh? I really do recommend neck lights. I bought this on Amazon. Like I said, it has 3 different settings. My dad wanted this when I bought it because he said it would be good for his barbecuing. But and then it comes with a little portable charger. So I take this with me everywhere. It is a little bit big, but I just hang it around my neck even when I'm not using it and I forget it's there. So, and it is adjustable, so I can adjust it any which way. So you guys, how you sit and lighting is very important. Also, I don't recommend you sitting on your legs or sitting like on your knees like that. It's very uncomfortable, and like I said, comfortability is very important, especially if crochet, knitting, these things that you do while you're sitting, if this is your main source of profit, if this is your main source of income, you always want to make sure to give a really good, credible name to yourself and a really good, durable product. Now, how you do these things is these little things that you kind of don't think matter, they do matter. Things that you kind of don't think of really do matter. Next week, we will be talking more about little things that we kind of don't pay attention to, but that really do affect our crochet. So we're going to continue this talk next week. I want to finish off, and I hate to let y'all go, but I want y'all to know, I don't know if you can tell from the beginning of the show how I was kind of not myself, and I was really not into it, and I didn't want to do nothing, to how I am now. I want y'all to know that y'all are my friends and that y'all do help me in a lot of different aspects, not just crochet, but your friendship really brings warmth to my heart. It really does make me feel better. I mean, I'm already feeling better, and I'm not lying. I'm not saying this just oh, you're like, oh, she's just saying that. Because no, really, I do have a lightness to my soul, a lightness to my spirit. I feel much, much better. I feel like I can talk to y'all, and all my troubles and worries are gone because we have this beautiful thing, this beautiful art, this beautiful craft in common. And it may not always be crochet. It may just be the art of life, the art of love, the art of living a beautiful, wonderful, healthy life. And it is one of those aspects is friendship. In order to have a wonderful life, a beautiful life, a life worth living with longevity, you do need to allow people in your life. And that's one thing that I've learned. That's one thing that y'all have taught me through this show, is because I am always trying to give, but don't forget that I'm also getting things from you. Y'all have taught me to allow people into my life, to show, you know, love and respect to everyone. And it's such a wonderful thing to have friends that live miles and miles away, to know that you are always, you know, looking for me and looking forward to the show. And it's not just me. It's not just the show. It's like this connection that we all have, and we can share that through crochet. And it's such a special thing because it's not just a lost art form. This art form is very alive, and it's very living. It's like breathing in all of us. And I love that we can all get together and lift each other up, not for the common good of crochet, but just for the common good of humanity, just for being able to love one another. And you guys have made me so happy. Every time I see a new subscriber, I always try to go, if you have a channel, I always try to go and subscribe, because I want to, you know, lift each other up. I want to support each other. And you guys mean so much to me. You guys are my true friends, and I'm so happy to have friends, even if you aren't able to come sit next to me and crochet at this moment, even if you aren't able to talk to me face to face. That's why it's so important to comment, because I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what's on your hook, but more importantly, what's in your heart. I want to know if you love it, if you hate it, if you know, some aspects you want to talk about crochet. Like, let's talk about it. We're friends. I'm not just some person who lives miles and miles away who you can't get in touch with. I'm your friend right here, and we're very much, you know, connected to each other. We're very much one-on-one with each other. So when I'm talking to you, I'm speaking to you, and I'm sending love to you, not some random person on the screen. I'm really talking to you, and I want to get in touch with you, and I want to connect with you. And I want you to know that you're not alone, that you've never been alone, that even though in your darkest days, you know, you have a friend that you can just pop on your tablet or on your computer or on your phone. And I want to be able to lift you up. I want to be able to do these things for you. So guys, please remember me. Please think of me when you are hurting, or you're sad, or, you know, you're not feeling it to that day. I want you to know that I am there for you. And I really appreciate your friendship. I really appreciate your support and your love. And thank you so much. I can't even thank y'all enough. I really can't. To the new people who are here, to the people who've been here in the beginning, to the people who are silently watching, and to the people who are very verbal about what they think and what they feel in their hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I know my husband really appreciates you, and I really appreciate you. And there's 2 people down here in South Texas who are sending all their love and all their joy and all their respect and peace to you. And I hope that you'll have a great week. I hope that everything goes well. And I wish y'all all the best. And I'm sending y'all hugs and loves and kisses. Y'all have a great week. God bless you.